The truth about Jurgen Klopp. Now, Klopp will be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season, in which he would have been the Liverpool manager for nearly 9 years. He's one of the most disrespected managers in Premier League history to have that amount of success. But in this video, we're going to be breaking down his success. And is he actually justified some of that criticism? If you're new to the channel, please do smash a like on the video. And if you haven't already, go down, press that subscribe button and let me know what you want me to speak about in the next video. Now, Jurgen Klopp took over as Liverpool manager from Brendan Rodgers in October of 2017. Had a very mixed time in the first two seasons, finishing 8th in his first season. Lots of criticism. Can he do it in England? Previously having 7 very good years at Borussia Dortmund, winning 2 league titles and making a Champions League final. Now, Jurgen Klopp gets put in the top 5 Premier League managers of all time quite a lot. But when you compare those managers to Jurgen Klopp, in the time that Jurgen Klopp has been in England, which as this stands currently when recording this video, is around 8 years, who's only won 1 Premier League trophy, be in the top 5 greatest managers in Premier League history. Now, of course, going up against arguably the greatest manager of all time, Pep Guardiola, is extremely difficult. And in that time, he has managed to lift an FA Cup, a League Cup, a Premier League, a Champions League, an UEFA Super Cup, and a Club World Cup. Liverpool were champions of the world. He brought Liverpool their first league title in around 30 years with a lot of good signings. Liverpool haven't gone out like the likes of Manchester United, the likes of Manchester City, Chelsea, and spent billions. They have spent a lot of money, but a lot of their signings Jurgen Klopp has got right. For around £100 million, he signed Bobby Firmino, Salah, and Sadio Mane, which is absolute brilliant business. When it come down to making the marquee signings, he has got them bang on. They sold Philippe Coutinho to Barcelona for around 140 million euros, and they brought through Van Dijk and Alisson, which was the catalyst for their success. Those two signings single-handedly was the difference between finishing runners-up and winning a Premier League title. Now, in his time, he has only won 1 Premier League trophy. Now, he could win it this year. Liverpool are still in the Europa League, still in the FA Cup, and as this stands, are 4 points clear of Manchester City, who are in 2nd place in the Premier League. But what I want to talk about is he justified of this criticism? Does he deserve to be in the top 5 managers in Premier League history? Now, lots of people will compare Jurgen Klopp to Arsene Wenger, who was a fantastic manager for Arsenal for a number of years, who won 3 Premier League titles and did 2 doubles. Now, straight away, the argument from rival fans is, yes, but Jurgen Klopp has done it in Europe and he has won a Champions League and also been in 2 other Champions League finals, which he both lost to Real Madrid. Now, there's no shame in losing to Real Madrid. But is he better than Arsene Wenger? For me, being a Tottenham fan and taking my bias aside, Arsene Wenger is a better Premier League manager at this time. However, if Jurgen Klopp lifts the Europa League, the League Cup, and potentially the Premier League by the end of the season, he would have 2 European trophies, 2 FA Cups, a Europa League, and a Champions League in there. Other people compare him to Jose Mourinho, who also won 3 Premier League trophies with Chelsea in one of the most dominant teams in Premier League history, which still to this day hold a record of only conceding 12 Premier League goals in a season. 12 Premier League goals. Absolutely insane. Ricardo Carvalho and John Terry, arguably one of the greatest centre-back pairings in Prem history. And he holds that. Plus, Jose won 3 trophies. Now, Jose was also going up against Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger. One of the big debates when we talk about Jurgen Klopp's success is in terms of world-class managers that have been in the league, he's only really had to go up against Guardiola. You know, I know Antonio Conte won a league title with Chelsea, but the argument is Jurgen Klopp was at the beginning of his kind of phase with Liverpool. When he got everything, underway and laid the foundations, it was only Klopp versus Guardiola. Now, it's not normally like a Premier League rivalry because there's a huge amount of respect there. I personally like it when there's a lot more heated moments. You don't really get that with those two. But Jurgen Klopp, when you compare to Jose, when you compare to Wenger, when you compare to Pep, Ferguson, and even Ancelotti also has one Premier League trophy and an FA Cup, but does not have the success in Europe at the time in the Premier League of managing Chelsea. Now, of course, Ancelotti has won Champions Leagues with Madrid and AC Milan. But is it fair for the criticism that Jurgen Klopp gets to have only won one Premier League trophy in a near 9-year time span at Liverpool when Jose won 3 Premier League trophies? Alex Ferguson won 13, so there's no point comparing them. Guardiola's nearly on 5 Premier League trophies. I don't think the criticism is fair to say that he's nowhere near the top 5. I think Jurgen Klopp is hovering just below the top 5 Premier League managers. There's no lying about the transition that Liverpool Football Club have had between, and I know Brendan Rodgers got them very close before. He got them around second, and unfortunately, they bottled it. You know, everyone knows about Gerrard's slip, unfortunate. But Jurgen Klopp got them over the line. He finished second place on a record 97 points. He's won every trophy since being at Liverpool, but unfortunately only has one Premier League trophy. At this moment in time, I can't put Jurgen Klopp above Jose, above Arsene, definitely not above Ferguson and Pep. But at this moment in time, if he wins the league trophy this season and the Europa League, he will go above Arsene Wenger for me, because Arsene Wenger didn't do anything in Europe. One of the things that we need to also talk about with Jurgen Klopp is he never really took the domestic trophies serious in his early days. Going out to the likes of Wolves in a domestic trophy shouldn't be acceptable for Liverpool. However, within the last 2 or 3 years, he has taken them a lot more seriously, beating Chelsea in the League Cup and the FA Cup. Now, the argument is, from Liverpool fans' perspective, we weren't ready to go and win trophies at that time. Now, Jurgen Klopp, this is an interesting point. Lots of people are comparing Mikel Arteta at the moment to Jurgen Klopp. Now, Jurgen Klopp, when he come in, spent around £400 million and made a final in his first season, but then went on within 3 seasons to win a Champions League and a Premier League. Mikel Arteta has spent close to £700 million and only has one FA Cup. But he also has a similar problem that Jurgen Klopp is. You're going up against Pep Guardiola. For me, the greatest manager of all time. The football he plays is just majestic. You know, the 2 best footballing sides I've seen in my lifetime have been Guardiola sides. But when you're going up against that, there is no margin for error. You have to get every single thing right. And let's not forget, Jurgen Klopp has completely changed Liverpool's midfield this season, and he's looked stronger than ever. It's just a shame that it's his last season. You know, the likes of Fabinho left, the likes of Henderson left. The couple of years before that, Gini Wijnaldum. He brought through, Curtis Jones into more of a senior position. McAllister, Gravenberch, Endo, Szoboszlai. Completely transitioned Liverpool's midfield and got them firing again. You know, it's a tough ask to replace Bobby Firmino, and Mane, but it looks like Liverpool have done that now. Overall, Liverpool's success has been very good, but I don't think it deserves the props that the likes of Arsenal's success, Chelsea's success, only one league title in close to a decade. If he does not win the Premier League this season, he would have only won one league title in 9 years. He won 2 league titles in Germany with Borussia Dortmund in 7 years, and also made a Champions League final. Look, it's an interesting topic. Let me know your thoughts down below. But at this moment in time, I think Jurgen Klopp is very close to top 5 managers, but is not quite there just yet. See you all soon. Thank you all for watching. I am out.